Here tonight in Fukuoka, this is the show where we talk about local topics in Fukuoka, the hottest city in Japan. Here are tonight's headlines. Japan's current biased reporting is being called into question. We will explain in detail the case of a news report about the pros and cons of a certain act that is happening in Fukuoka Prefecture.
This is an emergency project. The streetscape of Fukuoka is constantly changing. We put residents of the prefecture to the test to see if they can remember what things were like a few years ago.
Oshiete Fukuoka is the special where we invite celebrities in Fukuoka to explain the cultures of Fukuoka in English. Tonight's special guest is Goriken. We'll be right back after these messages. Good evening. This is World Fukuoka News. I'm Samuel Troy.
And I'm Catherine Kafari.
And here is our first story. A certain action is causing a stir in Fukuoka Prefecture. Joel Jackson has the report.
Right now in Fukuoka, a certain behaviour has become the cause of debate and divided opinions. This is D. Nisan, a popular entertainer in Fukuoka. He has just entered a ramen shop. He immediately adds benishoga before even tasting the ramen. This behavior is the cause of the controversy right now in Fukuoka.
僕は食べる前に、まず紅生姜入れてっていう感じの流れで、ラーメンはいつも食べてます。人生初ラーメンの時から、紅生姜入れてって感じの流れでもうずっともう30年来てるんで、別に間違ったことは別にやってないかなとは思いますけどね。
I paid a visit to the Shintencho shopping street to ask people what they thought about this behavior.
ちょっと邪道かもしれないですね。やっぱりラーメンそのものの味をしっかり味わってほしいっていうのが店主の気持ちだと思うんで。
わかるよね。
わかる。福岡なら当たり前です。
いやなんか元の味変わっちゃわないかなとはちょっと思うんですよね。
最初にスープだけ飲んでそこから食べるっていうのがやっぱラーメンかなって思うので。
Out of the people I interviewed, 3/4 of them opposed adding benishoga before tasting the ramen. Given the situation, a number of those who oppose adding benishoga before even taking the first bite have been strongly criticizing it as unthinkable behavior online. So, what do the people who run the restaurants actually make of the behavior? I asked Mr. Tsukigata, the manager of Hakata Daruma Sohonten, which is one of the major ramen shops in Fukuoka.
お店的にはもうお客様のお好みの通りにしていただけたら一番いいと思ってます。
That's right. The question of whether to add benishoga to your ramen or not before eating is a matter of personal choice and ultimately is not important at all. First and foremost, benishoga, usually placed on tables in ramen restaurants, is a yakumi or condiment. Wasabi, usually eaten with sashimi, is grouped in the same category. Here's a question for you. When you eat sashimi, do people suggest you eat it by itself first? It's likely that very few people would think like that. Some people might also argue that you can't compare the two because ramen is a cooked dish and sashimi is raw. But how about when you order a pizza? Many people happily add Tabasco before taking a bite, yet most people wouldn't bat an eyelid at this kind of behavior. So, why is it that adding benishoga to ramen at the start gets such a bad rap? Looking up the term yakumi, I come across the definition, an ingredient added to food to enhance the flavor and stimulate the appetite. Meaning-wise, there's no reason why adding it at the start should present an issue. So if the restaurant manager doesn't have a problem with it, it's not fair for unrelated people to attack those who choose to add the condiment before beginning their meal. Of course, being allowed to voice your opinion is an important right. However, it's troubling when a small minority of comments are sensationalized and treated as public opinion, ending with the spread of false information. One of the most frequently used words on the internet right now is divided opinions, which, incidentally, also appeared in our segment this time. The VTR this time was actually an experiment to see just how easily our viewers could be misled. I conducted all the interviews in a single location, the Shintencho shopping street. I only actually interviewed 5 people. Can I really claim that this is the consensus of the entire Fukuoka area? Some would say no. But this is exactly how some media outlets cherry-pick statements, blowing them out of proportion. This is a common issue in Japan today. Incidentally, there was a line in the recently broadcast drama Mikami Sensei. There are as many forms of justice as there are people and nations. If you only believe in your own form of justice, you won't be able to communicate with anyone else. It's the same with certain articles that claim that any version of justice that doesn't conform with their own is downright evil. Incidentally, I got the inspiration for this report while relaxing under a kotatsu and watching Mikami Sensei. Honestly, it was a breeze to write up this script. I just needed to make up the word count by writing whatever came to mind and then sit back and wait to get paid. Not a bad profession to be in, if I do say so myself. I've gotten a bit off track, but to conclude, whether you add benishoga is a matter of personal preference, and there is no need for others to criticize it. That said, if a restaurant asks you to try the original flavor first, it's only fair to respect their wishes. World Fukuoka News, I'm Joel Jackson.
So Catherine, do you add benishoga to your ramen? If so, when do you add it?
I don't often eat ramen, to be honest, but if I do eat ramen, I do probably add it at the beginning because I'm a big fan of benishoga, so I kind of like the taste of benishoga more than the ramen itself. So I add it as soon as...
I do like benishoga as well.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
Yes, however, I don't add it. Unless it's already in there, I don't add it.
Oh, okay.
I prefer just to eat the ramen as it is.
Okay.
But I also don't really eat ramen that often.
Yeah.
It's a seldom thing, right?
Okay.
It tastes better when you don't eat it all the time.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's true.
What about when you make your own dish? What do you think of others add seasonings or change the flavour before they eat it? If you made a dish for them.
More power to them. I mean, I'm like the restaurant owner said, I want people to enjoy it however they enjoy it best. And, no, I'm not a professional chef or anything. I didn't go to cooking school, so I'm not, offended if someone prefers something saltier or with some sauces on it. In fact, whenever I cook for Japanese people, they always add salt.
Really?
I don't add enough salt.
It's not good for you to have so much salt.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Have to be healthy.
Yeah.
And now for our next story. Fukuoka's cityscape is constantly changing. We bring you the history of its transformation. Pierre Dupuy has the report.
Right now, a major Fukuoka redevelopment project called Tenjin Big Bang is underway in the Tenjin area. Since the Tenjin Big Bang project began in 2015, numerous well-loved buildings and shopping centers have closed. At the time, many people said they felt either sad or disappointed. However, now that a few years have passed, do Fukuoka residents still remember the buildings that used to be there? For this segment, I'm going to put your memories to the test. First off, we have the first building to undergo redevelopment, the Tenjin Business Center. It was completed in 2021 and is located near across Fukuoka on Meiji-dori. Do you remember what used to be here? You have 10 seconds to answer. The correct answer is that it used to be 5 buildings. The Nishi Nippon City Bank Building, the Fukujin Building, Tenjin Central Place, the Fukuoka Nikko Building, and the Inaba Building. You can also see the Nishi Nippon City Bank, several clothing stores, and a karaoke plaza. all of these buildings were replaced by the single Tenjin Business Center. Next up, we have the building currently under construction. It is located at the Nishidori and Meijidori intersection, near the Nishitetsu Grand Hotel. What used to be there? You have 10 seconds to answer. The correct answer is the Sumitomo Seimei Fukuoka Building and Nishidori Business Center. Citibank stood on the corner of the intersection, and the Sumitomo Seimei Fukuoka Building, next door, was home to the Tohoku specialty store, Michinoku Yume Plaza. On to our third question. Next, we have the building located just in front of the Bank of Japan on Showa-dori. What used to be here? You have 10 seconds to answer. The correct answer is the Nippon Life Insurance Fukuoka Building and Fukuoka San-ei Building. Many people will likely remember it as the location of the world-renowned Gold's Gym that used to be here. We've asked 3 questions so far, but I'm pretty sure that most people couldn't answer correctly. Despite many people expressing sadness when the area was changed, the reality is that just in a few short years, most people have already forgotten what was there. Before you start getting too nostalgic, let's move on to the next question. This is Fukuoka Daimyo Garden City, completed in December 2022. Most people believe it was built on the site of the closed Daimyo Elementary School. However, the truth is that even after the school had closed, a different building stood here until at least 2018. What was that building? You have 10 seconds to answer. The correct answer is the Daimyo branch of the Fukuoka City Fire Department. If you've just remembered and cried out, "Oh yeah, that's right," you're already too late. Let's keep the ball rolling. Next, we have the building located right next to the Tenjin Parco building on Meijidori. Given its proximity to Parco, many of our viewers will have walked past it before. What used to be on the first floor? You have 10 seconds to answer. The correct answer is that it used to be the location of a pharmacy. Show that the store, Drug Segami, was at least there in 2012. Before the pharmacy, Kokokara Fine occupied the space between 2016 and 2019. And so, we've arrived at our last question. This is the One Fukuoka building, which is set to be completed in April 2025. 3 buildings were merged into one for this project. Which 3 buildings were there? You have 10 seconds to answer. The correct answer is, it was a merging of the Fukuoka building, Tenjin Core, and Tenjin Vivre. Most people should have answered this correctly. So there you have it. How many of the 6 questions did you answer correctly? It's likely that even some people who have lived in Fukuoka City for many years couldn't answer a single question correctly. But in the end, it's human nature to forget the past, and we move towards the future. World Fukuoka News, I'm Pierre Dupuy.
So what do you think, Catherine? Do you remember any of those buildings?
I have to admit that during the quiz, I didn't get any of them right. But after we saw the before photos, I was like, hey, that's how I remember Tenjin.
Right.
Because I came to Fukuoka before the Big Bang Project started. And at that time, I was a student, so I went to Tenjin. I was in Tenjin all day, every day.
Right.
And now I have a child, so I never go to Tenjin. So my memory is stuck, you know. How about you? Did you remember, or did you get any of them right?
One.
One of them, okay.
Just one.
Congratulations.
But the rest I totally forgot about because, yeah, like you, I didn't even realize they had disappeared because you just don't, even when I went to Tenjin, you just don't take it in. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
You look at that building, you just don't think anything of it
Yeah.
until
Sometimes
it's
you-
gone, and then you're like, oh. and
You
they
remember
find it.
things, like your first impression, right, counts the most, and so your brain kind of remembers
Yeah.
it that way. Even I think 2 years ago, I went looking for that Kokokara Fine Pharmacy. I'm like, where is it? Where is
Right.
it? And it wasn't there.
Right.
Yeah.
The only one I remembered was Tenjin Core and the
Yeah.
building next to it because I used to go to Tsutaya all the time inside that building.
Oh, I did too. I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
Big one, right? But
Yeah, you're right.
But I recently went to Tenjin a few weeks ago and saw them building that new building, and that's
Yeah.
when I realized, oh, it's gone. And so
Yeah.
when he pointed it out, I remembered.
Yeah.
The rest, don't remember. Coming up next is the special project Oshiete Fukuoka. This is the special segment where our guest explains in English one topic about Fukuoka.
Tonight's guest is Mr. Goriken.
Hello, Mr. Goriken. Welcome.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you
Okay.
too. Again.
Quite fine, thank you.
Okay, so let's move on to tonight's topic.
Yes.
So tonight's topic is Nokonoshima.
No,
You know?
island?
Yes.
Oh,
Nokonoshima, or Noko Island, is an island located in Fukuoka City's Nishi Ward.
Noko Island is Fukuoka City west side island.
West side of the city?
Yeah.
An
Yes,
island
yes,
in the
yes,
west-
yes.
An island in the west
Okay.
side.
Okay, do you know Meinohama?
Meinohama?
Port, ferry,
Ferry?
go to ferry, Meinohama, start, ship, 10 minutes.
Oh,
Yeah, okay?
it's very
Understand?
short.
It's a 10-minute ferry
Short,
ride.
short time.
Okay.
Short ship time. Swimming see children, swimming jab, and camp area. Camp.
Oh.
Yeah, you can go camping.
All right.
Camping, yes.
Outdoor activities.
Outdoor island.
Outdoor island.
Yes,
Okay.
not an indoor island.
Right.
Thank you very much. Ship station. Do you know ship station?
The terminal?
Terminal, yes.
Okay.
Near Noko Island, spot talk, human, many point.
A famous place with lots of people talking.
Yes,
Lots of people.
famous spot, very nice, delicious gourmet. Understand human, talking.
I'm not sure I understand why the people
Yeah, I'm
come
not
to
sure.
talk.
I'm not sure what you mean.
Next.
Okay, moving on.
Okay.
Next.
Oh, Noko Island, very famous food. Very famous food.
Okay.
Famous-
Okay? Noko burger.
Noko Burr. What's that?
Noko burger.
A bird?
Burger. Okay?
A bird?
What?
Noko Burger.
Noko burger.
Hamburger? Hamburger?
Hamburger.
Oh,
Noko hamburger.
okay.
Very famous. Noko Island, born vegetable. And Kyushu beef. Black.
Ah,
Okay.
the local vegetables. Okay.
Yes, Noko vegetable
local
and
vegetables, local
Kyushu
beef.
black cow.
Black cow.
Black cow.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes,
The beef.
hamburger. Buns, beef, buns.
Where did
Where's-
the vegetables go?
Yeah.
Yes,
Are they on the
buns,
side?
buns, vegetable, beef, vegetable, buns.
Okay.
All right.
You go to island. I hope. Let's go area.
Okay.
Noko Island Park. And one season. Okay.
Okay.
One season very flower.
Flowers.
Spring, summer.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's like a flower park.
Flower park. Very natural park.
Okay.
Very beautiful flower. Understand?
Yeah.
Match. Flower. Nano flower.
A small flower?
Hmm?
A nano flower?
Nano flower.
Nano flower?
Yellow.
Oh, yellow.
Na.
No.
Oh, is that the name of the
The
flower?
is called a
Flower.
na flower.
Beautiful season.
Okay.
Yellow flower. Animal. animal food for you, for animal.
What animal?
Usagi,
What's usagi?
usagi. Pyong,
Pyong.
Pyong.
pyong, pyong. Long ear,
Long ears.
long ear carrot, please.
Rabbit.
Rabbit.
Okay.
Rabbit. Yeah.
Rabbit,
Rabbit.
rabbit. And restaurant and barbecue. Very delicious food. Enjoy. Point.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Yeah.
Yes. This enjoy play. At this point, play. Noko noko ball.
What's a noko noko ball?
Yes. Noko noko ball is golf
Golf.
and get ball.
Get ball?
Yes.
What's get ball?
Yeah.
I don't know. Get ball.
I don't
I don't know
know.
what the get ball is.
Get ball.
Get ball. Gate ball.
Gate ball.
Yes.
I still don't know what gate ball
Grandmother,
is.
grandfather love sports. Recreation sports.
Okay.
And golf. Mix. Engine point mix. Noko noko ball.
Noko noko ball.
Noko noko ball. Okay.
Yes. Very, very big nature location. Big nature location, 9-hole battle.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Sounds
Sounds
lovely. I
like
want to
fun.
go.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm sorry, Mr. Godikin-san, but unfortunately we've run out of time. So thank you very much for coming tonight and explaining to us about Nokonoshima. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you very
Very
much.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Nokonoshima, or Noko Island, is an island located in Fukuoka City's Nishi Ward. It's just a 10-minute ferry ride from Meinohama Port. 12 kilometers in circumference, the island has a beach for swimming and a campground, making it a popular leisure spot for Fukuoka residents. At the Tourist Information Center next to the ferry terminal, you can rent bicycles and tuk-tuks to get around the island. Noko Island is famous for its popular local dish, the Noko Burger, a hamburger made with locally harvested vegetables and Kyushu-raised Japanese black beef sandwiched between a soft bun. Nokonoshima Island Park is one place you should definitely visit. It is a vast natural park where seasonal flowers bloom all year round. March is the perfect season to see the rapeseed flowers in bloom. In the park, you can experience feeding the animals and enjoy delicious meals at the restaurant and barbecue. While you're there, one thing we recommend you try is Noko Noko Ball, a game that combines golf and gate ball and is played using special clubs and balls following rules similar to putt-putt golf. Enjoy this 9-hole game while surrounded by the island's beautiful natural scenery.
Now moving on to tonight's Hakata Ben.
When tourists from overseas come to Fukuoka, even if they speak Japanese, they might have a hard time understanding Hakata Ben and feel confused. Now we will introduce tonight's useful Hakata Ben expressions for our foreign visitors.
Tonight's Hakata Ben is tereto. Tereto in Hakata dialect means a lack of enthusiasm and a careless state. So, please listen. I'm so tired.
サム、どうしたとね？てれーっとしたんね。
Yeah, I watched TV until late at night and didn't get enough sleep.
今から取引先との打ち合わせばい？
Well, Hotspot was amusing.
それ夜10時半からだし、何時間寝たと？
12 hours.
寝すぎばい。てれーっとせんでシャッキッとしんしゃい。
And that's all for tonight's Hakata Ben. Coming up next time.
We have some happy news. In 2024, Kitakyushu City, which had been experiencing negative net migration for many years, finally achieved positive net migration for the first time in 60 years. Not so affectionately named the land of Shura, the city has become the target of some slanderous online commentary as of late, but is now seeing its little-known promotion efforts come to fruition, bringing about cheers of joy throughout the city.
The next broadcast day hasn't been decided yet. World Fukuoka News. That's the way it is. You can now watch World Fukuoka News episodes on YouTube anytime, anywhere. You can see us from all over the world, including the United States, Asia, and Europe. So everyone, please check it out.